Parfums De Marly Layton after 2.5 years. What are my thoughts on it? Do I still like the scent? Would I recommend it to someone else to wear? Would I recommend it to you all to add to your fragrance collection? And what has my overall experience been using Parfums De Marly Layton? So just to start off with the official notes of this scent from Parfums De Marly website, the top notes are apple, bergamot, and lavender. The mid notes or heart notes are jasmine, violet, geranium, if I said that right. And then the base notes are vanilla, pepper, gualic wood, and patchouli. For me, that describes it pretty well. You definitely smell that apple, like a green apple scent when you first spray it on you. The mid notes and the dry down, the base notes to me is where it really shines. I really do like the vanilla smell in here, and it has that powdery vanilla, cinnamon, like a little bit tobacco scent that I believe is in all the DNA of Parfums De Marly fragrances. So that's no surprise. Now, what has my experience been over the past 2 years using it? So initially, this is my first niche fragrance that I ever got. I got it 2.5 years ago after I closed the real estate deal. I was all like, I tried a sample of this. Let me just buy the whole bottle, because I was also all like, oh my goodness, what kind of scent is this? This is so amazing. When I first sprayed it on me, it just smelled so good. And so I thought about it for a while, and I decided to buy it. Bought it officially from the Parfums De Marly website. And I really enjoyed it. I think over time, what really stuck out to me with this scent, which may be a con, is that I started to smell more of that, like you hear other reviewers talk about it, like smelling like Vicks, like that synthetic Vaseline, like apple smell that you get from it. And I started to get annoyed by it, honestly. Now, the dry down, like I was saying, is where it really shines. And to me, that's like a big part of the scent. And even initially, the smell, people still like it in the air and on your skin, like when you first spray it, the top notes. But even though I started to smell that synthetic smell more, I started to spray it more on me. So over time, because I would only use this for special occasions, events, but then over the past couple of months, I started to wear it like a everyday scent. And I think it can be that versatile. Yes, it's definitely better for colder and winter months or areas. But I think you can wear this every day. If you have an office job, I would just limit the amount of sprays you put on you. But yeah, what are some compliments I received from Layton on me? First off, my family really liked it. My siblings, my sisters, my brothers, my parents, they all liked it. I went to church and I sprayed it in the morning, and by the end of the church, it just was like this very powerful. I hugged a friend, and she was all like, "Wow, you smell so good. You smell really good." I was all like, "Thank you," And so that was a compliment that recently came. What else? I sprayed it in the morning, and then I picked up a friend like later that afternoon, like towards evening. So I sprayed it in the morning before I went in my car, like around 10:30. Picked up a friend around 5 o'clock, and when he went in the car, he was all like, "Wow, it smells so good in here." And I was all like, "Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it." He's all like, "Yeah, it's like a tobacco scent to it." And I was all like, "Wow, that's crazy." Because I can definitely smell that tobacco scent, or how people will think this smells like tobacco. I think once again, that's the DNA of all of Parfums De Marly, especially their darker scents, like Layton. And then I think another time that a compliment was given for Layton was I went to this costume party with a friend, and I was getting ready. He was with me, and I sprayed this on me. He was like, "Wow, that smells good." And he sprayed it on himself. And then we went to this costume party, and this girl complimented him on smelling good, but not me. but it's all good. I think maybe the skin chemistry is different, projected better on him. And then ever since then, he always, every now and then, asks me about this fragrance, Parfums De Marly, asks me where I got it from and things of that nature. But yeah, I think that compliment stuck with him for a long time. But other than that, yeah, just I never really I haven't gotten a compliment from someone I didn't know, a stranger. But I think yeah, this fragrance can be used year round, a little bit less during summer. Yeah, I think nighttime you can wear it, a couple of sprays. For me, people say, "Oh, with Layton, you don't need to spray much." But for me, I know I need to spray like 10 times, honestly, in order for it to project. And I spray it on my skin and my clothes. And people may say that's a lot, but for me, it's the perfect amount. And for me, I don't like spraying it and then going in the car because I suffocate with it. I know I told a story of when I did that, but I wasn't spraying much. And so a lot of times what I do is I bring the bottle with me and then I spray it right before I get out the car to go to wherever I'm going to. And so that way, I don't have to suffocate with a fragrance. And that's with any fragrance, not just with this one. Now, I'm going to review other Parfums de Marly scents. And so please be sure to subscribe as I pick up more. But I think initially my rating of Layton was a 9.5 out of 10. I think the more synthetic, I think because of that green apple and some other notes that they have in it, it's going to drop for me to 8.7, which is still pretty high because I never had someone say this doesn't smell good or anything like that. And I think it still smells good. Like I sprayed it on this morning and I could still smell it on my skin. And so, yeah, I think it's a good scent. If you're sensitive to what I was talking about, you can get a sample. I think you can actually get a sample from Parfums de Marly, but there's other discounted fragrance stores that you can get a sample. But I think overall, if you like most fragrances, you will like this, and this can be a good blind buy. But yeah, I think it's a solid scent. And even though, like I was saying, I start to smell that synthetic smell a little bit more, I think maybe because it's getting lower and the concentration levels are higher. But I've been spraying it more on me for some reason because I'm getting more, I guess, serious about making sure I spray something on every day that I go out, or even if I'm at home chilling. So let me know your thoughts on Layton. If you have any questions about my 2.5 years experience with Layton, please let me know. Talk to you all later.